Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sports Dynasty NFL. I'm Trevor, and this is Juan. It may be cloudy and gloomy today, but we are here for you guys. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, as we always do. Join the Facebook group and be part of the conversation. Week number 16. We are 3 weeks away before the playoffs, and though the football season is literally almost over, for some fan bases, they're happy it's almost over. As a quest for a Super Bowl championship is still upon us. We're not even going to mention that, please. Let's get through the week 16 games, and after that, we can enjoy our Christmas holiday.
Sure.
Hey, that's true. Start off with Thursday night game, which to me on paper when it first came out, it was like, this game is not going to be anything. It'll be at first I thought it was going to be 2-3 win teams on the Thursday night game. No one doesn't care, but this game has a lot of playoff implications in this game. Who would have thought?
Yes, it's Jacksonville going to Jersey for the New York Jets. They're favored by 2.5. They in the Jets. And the over and under is 36.5 right now. Is what, 30? It was 43 right now in the New York area, which is basically similar to Jersey area weather-wise. But it's raining and it's windy, so there are major conditions going on right now in here. It's hotter than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be in the low 30s, but no, in the 40s, not that bad. You don't need like 6 coats to be outside anymore.
Nope, not at all. But picking up the game, Zay Jones and Trevor Lawrence have a connection as of late, especially last week when he completely went ballistic. I don't see there be a repeat of that because it's just defense is very good. I do think that it will be this is a short week. I think it'll be playbooks will be limited, but they don't want to show too much because it's a short week. It'll be a tall task having Jacksonville coming into Jersey and beating on them on the road, which honestly speaking, the season, well, mostly for Jacksonville technically, because now that what's this guy's name? Ryan Tannehill is out for the season, they still have a chance to get into the playoffs via the division. There's still a long way to go, but very possible. As far as the wild card concerned, they still allow the wild card as well. So this game is pretty much when basically both teams need this game very much. I do think that it will be the end of the season for one of these two teams. The loser, mostly the Jets. For the Jets, definitely.
Not true at all. The Jacksonville, especially with Tannehill out, they almost have the division in their hands. They just need to beat Titans again, and they most likely will. So, no, the Jets need it. The Titans, the Jags don't need this game as long as they keep in tied with the division. Because Titans are going to start losing a shit ton of games now because they have no quarterback. They literally have a running back at quarterback. It's not even an exaggeration.
They do.
Literally. So it fell right into their hands. All they got to do is not lose out, and they should be okay since they get Titans one more time. And I think they were one game behind, right? Yeah, they're one game behind with a tiebreaker between them right now. All they got to do is, if they lose this game, which I think they're just going to barely squeak out this game because their defense, Quinn Williams should be playing in this game. So they'll be kind of healthy on the defensive line. So I'm picking them to win this game because it's kind of a tall task to expect Jacksonville to go on this big winning streak and have these big ass wins 3 straight weeks. I don't know.
I think they're going. I think they're going to win this game.
They are the hot hand.
I do the hot hand right now. I do think since it's still a short week, so it's not going to show everything right then and there. But
no, but the Jets do need this game. They lose this game, it's basically a wrap.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. The Jets pretty much losing this game is clipped for them. Mm-hmm. Honestly, it's pretty much out of reach. But I think Jacksonville will go on the road and win this game. Zach Wilson started again,
unfortunately,
right?
Yes.
So they're probably going to try to run the ball as much as they can. But this Jaguars defense is pretty decent.
They're good against the run.
Against the run.
Not the other way around. But so bad the Jets can't do it the other way around.
So fortunately, So it should be very interesting how they handle this. I'm gonna go with that to win this game. Speaking of which, yeah.
All right, now we're on to Saturday. This is football Saturday. Only 3 games on Sunday because, as any sports fan knows, Christmas Day is NBA Day, and NFL is never going to take over that. So even doesn't
Never.
matter if it lands on a Sunday. That's NBA's day. So there's 3 garbage ass games on Sunday, and the rest of the slate is on Saturday with one Monday night game, which I think is garbage too. Yeah, it is. So let's go through this. Bills, Bears. Bills favor at home. No, at Chicago. I'm sorry. Bills are favored on the road by 8, and the over and under is 39.5. Everybody and their mother, including us, I'm sure, is going to pick Buffalo. However, the Bears love to cover their spreads, and I think they will cover this spread also. I'm not surprised, but it's crazy how Buffalo is favored on the road like this. At 8, it's a lot. I think it opened up at 10, actually, and that's huge. Uh, Bears always find a way because their offense is like, I don't know, it's not impossible to stop, but it's difficult. It's like because they don't do anything that's orthodox. It's unorthodox. They don't do anything that anybody knows how to stop at this point because Justin Fields is just they just give him the ball and he say go. That's their offense. So
I want to
Buffalo's
say
gonna have a little bit of problems with it in the beginning, but the Buffalo's gonna comfortably win this game. But I like Chicago to cover this 8 because they're the covering machine. They're the ones that cover all these spreads in the last month and a half. So
I want Buffalo too, but I think it'll take a while. I think
yeah,
I think we'll cover this
they'll
game.
cover the 8.
I think
Probably will.
they will cover this game, but
They're due for that too.
It'll take a while for them to do so. I mean, right now you mentioned the Justin Fields, how they've been playing offensively. It's just you see the unorthodox is mostly like it's just hot right now. Right now it's hot. They're moving the ball very well, especially after that New England game. The New England game had Monday Night Football. They've been moving the ball a lot better. I mean,
Yeah, it hasn't stopped since.
doesn't equate to wins though. But
No, they've literally lost since. I don't think they won a game since.
yeah, it doesn't equate to wins though. But at the end of the day, they're finding ways to at least show that hey, there is a light at the end of the tunnel for Justin Fields. I mean, for far as oh God,
It's still Chicago. Until I see it, I will never believe that Chicago will have a great football team. That does not happen. The last good one was 2010. And that was with Jay Cutler. I don't know how the hell that happened.
Overall, I'm gonna go with Buffalo too. Yeah.
Yes, I just disrespected the 2018 Bears because their quarterback was Trubisky. No way in blue hell you take that. You take right. You take that seriously. As Philly beat him with a backup quarterback. No, but yeah, we both got Buffalo on this. Pretty obvious. Atlanta going to Baltimore. Baltimore, for some reason, is favored by 6.5 at home when they still don't have a quarterback themselves. But the over and under is 35. We have low as crap over and unders this week. It's insane. I'm gonna pick Baltimore, but I almost completely refuse to believe that they're gonna cover the 6.5. I doubt that very much. The thing is that doesn't matter on the road. If I for the second straight week, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe the defense covers on their own. I don't know what's gonna happen. I just know Baltimore's gonna win. I would not bet this at all.
No, I
But
agree. I think Baltimore wins this game like 13-6.
right?
13-6. Because this why not?
Yeah.
Why the hell not?
That just covers too. That's crazy.
Oh really? Wow.
Yeah. That's 7.
13-6. I'm people talk about
Nobody watching this bullshit.
no watching shit either. Yeah, exactly. People talk but doesn't really hasn't played with he just got thrown into the wolves, due respect.
Yeah, and he also played one game. And it was a division rival.
Yes.
At the division rival's house.
Who's trying to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're gonna play hard, so stop it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going with Baltimore winning this game. They'll win very, very, very ugly. And that's it.
I'll be surprised if the view count caps 500,000.
That's mean to me that not even their own city will gonna watch it.
Why the fuck would they watch this game?
I don't know, man.
It makes no sense. Let's go for another one that doesn't matter much. Saints Browns. Saints going to are 2.5 point underdogs. And the over and under is a season low and the lowest I think I've ever seen, 32.5. Because it's like fucking 30-mile-degree winds. So it's probably like that Houston and Browns game, I think 2 years ago in 2020. Where I think the score was like 13-6, and I think Houston won that game. I have no idea who's gonna win this game. I want to pick the Saints, but it's the Saints, so I don't want to now.
I'm picking Cleveland
You're
to
gonna
win
pick
this
Cleveland
game.
to win this game.
Cleveland
Are they gonna win this
and
game?
again, they're gonna win ugly, of course, because Deshaun Watson is still getting accustomed to everything.
Oh no, I'm with you. There's no Olave and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah. So
there's nobody for Andy Dalton to throw to if he could throw. I'm going with Cleveland too.
yeah, Cleveland. But even then, they'll still win ugly.
Yeah.
It'll still be like a 20 to.
It's
10
gonna go
game.
under 32.
Yeah, 20 to 10 game. Yes. So yes, I'm going Cleveland.
It's gonna go under 32.
And Cleveland winning those games, let them keep get accustomed to it. But they still suck though, so who cares?
Okay, that's what we're talking about right now. Seahawks, Chiefs. Chiefs are favored at home by 10. And the over-under is 49.5. There is no Tyler Lockett in this game. That might be a small reason why that they're up 10. I don't know if that's still enough to be down by that much, though. Because everybody else is playing.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm picking Seattle for the points.
For the points, not for the win. Yeah.
For the win, absolutely not.
And the Chiefs never cover big spreads for some reason.
Yeah. Kansas City is going to. It's gonna be competitive. It'll be competitive, and they'll pull away in the fourth quarter.
I'm trying to remember the last time they played. That might have been 2-3 years ago. I think Seattle beat them.
Yeah, Seattle beat them.
I think Pete Carroll might know something to keep it close. It's more for Pete Carroll, respect for him, that they're not going to get blown out of the water and they'll cover the 10. But they're not going to win, though. This kid is bad, bro. The lines are getting set up. They don't take advantage. I don't know what to tell them. Seattle was okay, what else to do? Plenty doesn't matter, but we're still at the 1 o'clock hour. Let's go with Texans and Titans. Texans are 3-point underdogs on the road. The over and under is 35.5. Lots of 30s. It's because like the country is cold this Christmas. The whole country is cold. Like it's crazy.
Now I picked Tennessee before we found out that Tennessee was out for the season. So I'm still gonna pick them anyway.
Me too.
I think because Houston is just so bad.
Me too.
But
it's gonna be a super running attack.
Yes. Yeah. And mind you, Houston doesn't have Damian Pierce, who's running the football, and who's a quarterback anyway.
Mills.
No, did he get benched?
He came back. He almost won the last game.
Just don't get mad at me because I don't watch Houston Texans game. Why would I? But anyway,
he might have won almost the last two. Actually, he might have played the last 2 games. I'm gonna check right now.
I don't know. Excuse me. I don't mean to offend any.
You can remember me talking ish. I'm like, why the hell was Carolina playing in the first place? Yeah, he played the last 2 games. He almost won the last 2 games. Against 2 playoff teams.
Excuse me for being disrespectful to Houston. I just don't.
Yeah. By far the better fucking quarterback. I don't know why what's his fake Kyle Allen's in the NFL. Made no sense to me. Then again, we say that a lot of quarterbacks that are in the NFL.
Yes, and then
they get paid for what?
Despite Tennessee being completely obliterated by injuries, Texas had the worst run defense in the league. They're literally going to run every single play.
Yeah,
and
one of the worst in the league. They do not have the worst in the league. Yeah, it's actually Green Bay.
I'm sorry. One of the worst. They should be able to run very convincingly on them. I want to go Tennessee to win this game.
I'm going to go Tennessee too. But
the key pace.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is the game that Texans take. I would not be surprised. I want to pick it, but I'm not brave enough to pick it. I'm going to stay with Tennessee.
Nah, I'm not brave enough either. Not for this game, no.
Mm. But this is the time to catch them. They're going to start losing more games. Jacksonville's right there, bro. All right, are we finished with the 1 o'clock hour outside of 1? Yes. No, 2.
No, us.
Oh, shit, 3. Let's do that fucking game right now. Bengals at Foxborough. Bengals are favored on the road by 3. That went down, actually. It was a little higher than that. And the over-under is 41.5. I think everybody's playing for both teams for the most part. No sudden injuries that I know. Where the hell are we? Yeah, the only one that's out is Mills and Devontae Parker.
I think that I was going with Cincinnati, obviously, because
they're way better.
They're way better.
The Patriots suck.
They're way better, and they're able to score points. But I do think this Patriots defense will slow them a little bit, but it won't be enough. They'll slow them down for a little bit, but at the end of the day, since the offense is so anemically garbage, I'm sorry, those 2 words don't match up together. Who cares? The offense is so bad.
That's how bad they are. Yeah. That you got to put 2 of those supreme negatives together, and it still don't stink enough for how the Patriots offense is all year.
Yes, the offense is so
and
bad.
They will be playing Trey Hendrickson this game too.
Yes, the offense is so bad that they won't be able to keep up.
Our score is 24-10. Holding the Bengals to 24 points is pretty good.
It is pretty good.
But that's my score for the game, 24-10.
Yeah, so I'm going with Cincinnati. 20-10. 20-10.
20, yeah. I think the defense is going to do some good work. It's just so
they'll get to the Burrow maybe a few times, but other than that, it won't be enough. It won't matter. Probably get a rush touchdown by Stevenson if he let in the doghouse already. Who knows?
He's not going to the doghouse because who the hell? Like, what the hell's the point?
So
he's probably going to have another great game. I wouldn't be surprised if he runs for like $120, $130. You know what I'm saying? This Cincinnati defense is amazing. So we'll see. But I wouldn't be surprised. Like, they're just not going to win. It's not happening. It's impossible.
They're not going to win this game, no.
It's impossible. Good, we got that crap out the way. Lions at Panthers. The reason why this game is significant is because both teams still technically have a way to the playoffs. Similarly to the Jacksonville Jaguars, Carolina Panthers could still take the division, while the Lions are literally right behind Washington. Is it Washington and New York still, right?
Yeah, Washington.
Washington, right behind them in taking the 7th seed. So that's why this game is significant. Otherwise, I would not want to talk about Carolina at all.
Yeah, but the Lions still need this game. I mean,
they need basically every game.
The Lions can't lose any more games. They can't lose any more games. So
lucky them. Washington plays a very formidable opponent. So hopefully they help him out.
But I want to see Detroit, but I feel like Carolina could sneak them.
This stinks.
I don't like it at all.
This game stinks. Did I say? The Lions are favored by 2.5 on the road, and the over/under is 44. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
That's a lot of points. I don't know. That's like an under to me.
Under. I'm gonna stay.
I don't know how. Yeah, I'm staying away from this game.
I'm staying away from this game. I'm gonna stay with Detroit.
Me too.
I think it's a safer bet, honestly speaking. But I do. It's
hard to believe that Panthers defense is gonna let up 2 weeks in a row like that.
No,
because last week was bad.
They were terrible.
They allowed 24 to Trubisky. That's unforgivable what they did. So I don't know. There's Jared Goff on the road, and they did not play well on offense last week. They were locked to 13 points until that bad mistake. You know what I mean? So,
and the weather in Carolina is expected to be not as bad.
Not as bad.
That's looking like a field day for him. But then again,
maybe
it just don't smell right. I'm like,
it doesn't smell right.
This is the game as far as betting wise. Don't do it yourselves. Don't stay away from there.
I would stay away from
money line. No, stay away from it. Stay away from it. I'm gonna go with Detroit.
The under to me is the safest bet in this game.
Yes,
the safe 44 is a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if the score is very similar to the Pittsburgh one, 24-16. Like that's probably why it might be.
Yeah.
So I like the under, but we're going. You said Detroit, right?
Yeah, Detroit.
Detroit. All right. Now one more. New York Giants going to Minnesota. Minnesota's favorite at home by 4.5. That stinks too.
It does.
The over and under is 48. I am so sick and tired of picking this Vikings team, even though I'm probably going to do it again because but this defense is so bad, bro. They're like bottom 3. This could be the game that Giants look like an offense and beat them. This is it right here.
They're due for one.
Yes.
The Vikings are due for a bad loss.
They've been due for a bad loss, like seriously,
like
all freaking season. They've only lost to kind of who they're supposed to, in a sense.
5 of the last 6 weeks, yeah. They should.
Yeah, got beat up by Philly. They're supposed to because they're better. They got beat up by Dallas because they're on the same. They're on the same skill set, and then they lost to Detroit because Detroit is the only divisional competition they had because Chicago and Green Bay suck. So, you know what I'm saying? They split with Detroit. Like they're kind of supposed to lose those games, but they didn't lose the others that they were supposed to. So I'm not entirely sure if this is one that they're supposed to drop, even though this stinks like high hell.
It does. I'm going to say Minnesota on the mere fact that the Giants beating Washington last week, to me, they can afford to lose a game.
They can. It's weird. I really didn't see that coming last week.
Nah,
they really did.
Neither did I.
Kind of beat on them a bit.
So even if they lose to Minnesota, they could afford to. All right, fine. Well, we got Indianapolis next week.
And you're right. They kind of can.
And they finish the season off with Philly. So again,
it's almost like they win next week. They're in.
Yeah.
The Giants, if they give this game up.
No, but it is. It is. If they beat Minnesota next week, they're in. That's it.
Oh, this would be Minnesota. Period. Yes, they're in. I'm saying they basically win one game and they're in.
Yeah. So Minnesota has not played well. I don't like this Minnesota team. For the week,
nobody does.
I don't like it.
Nobody does.
But they're gonna find a way to sneak another win. I think the Giants team's
gonna fight. Like Giants to cover the 4.5.
They're gonna fight. Yeah, and I think they don't win by 2.
23-20 is my score.
Okay,
Minnesota.
Yeah, I think they win by 2.
They won't be able to stop Justin Jefferson. That's the thing that's pulling me towards Minnesota. He's too damn good. They have nothing to stop that. So,
I mean, Marty Morningwood, who's done a great for the most part, done a great job with this defense.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's nobody in that secondary that can stop him.
Yeah,
I mean, at that point, you're pretty much you're just hoping that you just hoping he has a bad game, which he won't.
No.
So, yeah, I'm gonna have to like him in this game, but they'll fight.
Me too. Vikings, me too. Me too. I don't feel good about it, but I don't feel good enough to pick Giants either.
But then again, I'm telling you. But this
stinks.
A lot of stinky games here.
Yeah, it stinks, bro. It stinks.
But you know what? That kind of what makes playoff push football so interesting. Is like, yo, a lot of this shit stinks too. Yeah, I'm going with the Vikings. Yeah.
Speaking of another one that stings, at least for betting, not for victories. The Commanders going to San Francisco. San Francisco's favorite at home by 7. Over and under is 37.5. The San Francisco has been kind of on a hot streak, but they kind of slowed down a bit against Seattle last week because they put up points quick, but they didn't do not a damn thing in the second half. And I don't think it was because they stopped because they wanted to. Chase Young will be playing in this game. This just isn't debut against a quarterback who doesn't really move all that much. Like Purdy's not a statue, but he's not, Trey Lance, what Trey Lance would be also. So this game also stinks. I will almost guarantee Washington's going to cover this spread. I just don't know about them winning. I'm going to lean 49ers to win this game. I like a 19-14 victory. That's what it smells like. This will be the game where they don't play well on offense, but the defense does what the defense does. Enough to get Heineke, especially how bad Heineke played last week against the Giants.
I think you mentioned Chase Young. It always needs to be his debut and everything. It will take a while to get accustomed to.
Probably, but he has help
because the offensive line is good, but it's a little banged up, but it's still good enough. But he doesn't have help. I don't think for that. But I think his mere presence alone would rattle.
Might draw some attention, right?
Yeah, but would draw attention not only to Shanahan, obviously, but to Brock Purdy, obviously. But he's pretty damn good. But I think they'll win this game. I know Lions fans will be watching this. We keep an eye on this one because this will help them get in as well.
They need it
because they definitely need it. But don't worry. If Washington loses the game, they're still not out of it yet.
No,
not even close. This is coming out week 18. Coming out week 18. That tie will save them.
They might, yeah. That tie. They need to lose more games. But I think they're going to be very competitive, covering the 7. But 49ers win. All right, this is supposed to be the marquee game of the week, but a certain quarterback ain't playing. Philly going to Dallas. Dallas is favored by 5. Gardner Minshew is the starter for the Philadelphia Eagles. The over and under is 46.5. And I have a feeling that people are sleeping on Gardner Minshew. I love the Eagles to cover this spread. I will pick Dallas to squeak out this victory, though. But people sleep on Gardner Minshew because he's pretty good. Like I heard a quote from a podcast I'm going to say right now that I absolutely love. You love Gardner Minshew for just one game, but you don't love him as your starter for the season.
True.
This is the one game he's playing. And I think Philly, you're not going to like it because your fantasy season's on the line because of this now. But I think Philly did the right thing and rest him. Why play him? You will basically have the first seed on lock.
You literally have to win one game.
Yeah, so why put your quarterback at risk if you're about to just rest anyway?
Yeah, one game. Yeah.
One game, put him out. Whatever. We have a good backup. We lose, whatever. We're gonna play like somebody trash anyway.
Right.
So probably next week they play somebody garbage. So let me see. I have the schedule in front of me. They play the Saints next week. That they play the roller coaster team, but they'll more likely beat the Saints next week. So they'll be fine. They'll clinch everything then. So they don't need this game. Let Dallas feel themselves after this game, and then when things happen inevitably in January, things will happen. But I like Dallas to win this game, but I don't think they're going to cover that spread. I think Eagles will cover the. Oh, it went down. It's 4.5 now. That's crazy.
Yeah, because this morning it was 6.
Yeah, what's the? Oh, really? It went down a half point and a half.
Yeah, I put it in my friendly bet.
Yeah, I remember. I know you keep that. Yeah. That's crazy. Everybody's betting, bro. That's why they're betting on that on Philly. Put their money on them already.
I'm going to
go. And I agree with that. I still think they'll cover the 4.5.
I'm gonna go with the Dallas Cowboys to win as well. Again, this is just a get right game for the embarrassing loss last week.
Yeah, get right.
And it's like, all right, fine. And then it's like, okay, so you're gonna beat up on Philly. I mean, not beat up on them, but you'll beat them so you can still feeling good. But
It's pay. It not payback's not the word. It's switched because last time they played the backup quarterback and
yeah,
Cooper Rush anyway. So back to forth. So we never had.
and played well too. Played well
They
too.
played good. I was they played good at the second half. I'm saying we never seen those guys in full strength. I don't know if we're ever gonna see it, but
Maybe. Well, that's if Dallas made past the first round.
Dallas has to win playoff game. That's what I'm saying.
Which I
So
don't think is
I
gonna
don't
happen.
know. I know you don't. I'm not sure yet. I need to see what they're playing first
Yeah, it depends on who they're playing. Yeah, I agree.
because I don't think I think they'll beat Carolina, but something tells me they're not beating Tampa.
They're not being Tampa.
Yeah, that's what I think.
That's what I was thinking. I think they're not gonna be Tampa.
I think Tom Brady will win a playoff game with the worst season he's probably ever had in his career. He might still win a playoff game. Wow. And then people talk about a Belichick and Tom Brady legacy ranking. Fuck out of here. It's not even close at this point in time.
Oh, I can't wait for the inevitable to happen. I can't wait. That's gonna be great.
I know you're happy about that.
I cannot wait.
But we pick Philly to lose, but they're covering the 4.5
yes,
now. It's 4.5.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, and I don't think that spread's going back up either. If anything's gonna go lower. So I probably should have bet the spread already. Let's go through this real quick. Are we in? Oh yeah, the night game. But this is the night game. Raiders and Steelers at home. Steelers are favorite at home by 2.5. 38.
That's on NFL Network, not NBC. So
true. You're right.
Yeah, NBC was like,
I ain't watching this bullshit. You're gonna be drinking eggnog, chilling with the family. You know,
I'll be drinking Hennessy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I don't like Hennessy. I don't drink spiked eggnog.
Sunday's gonna be my complete day off. Completely.
Oh, that's NBA.
Yeah,
you got your gifts.
Gifts. Truly don't give a shit about any of those Sunday games.
Yeah, we're gonna speed through the rest of this shit. After this. Well, we're gonna speed through it now. So yeah, I got Steelers. The Raiders are embarrassing, and they should have lost last week.
I'm going Pittsburgh.
They have to kiss Jacoby Myers' feet for that fake ass victory that they got, and the refs. They're not very good.
Oh, and most importantly, Matt Patricia, because there's no way you're telling us they did that on their own because they got the league.
People were saying it too. No, they didn't do it on their own. That was drawn up. What Jacoby Myers wasn't drawn up, but the play itself was drawn up. That's what we're trying to say. Yeah, they just didn't. Jacoby and Stevenson didn't have the sense to not do it. That was the problem. But whatever. Anyway, yeah, I'm picking Steelers. There's no injury report out yet. I'm going to guess that Pickett's coming back. I think he is. So if they got their quarterback back, they should be A-okay playing against this team. Pittsburgh's better, believe it or not. I don't want to believe that, but I believe it. Pittsburgh is better.
I'm picking Pittsburgh as well.
To cover that 2.5.
Even though the playoffs is a long shot, they're still in it.
They got lucky to get in last year. They didn't get in this year. I'm mad. I wish they did. But they're still in contention.
They still are.
No, I'm talking about not a playoff. I'm talking about for 500.
I think he's gonna win out. He's gonna get it. I think they'll win out and just miss the playoffs.
Is Baltimore next week? Yeah, and I'm guessing Cleveland. Those are 2 winnable games.
2 winnable games. They can win out.
Those are 2 winnable games, man. They can do it.
And they still can do what we couldn't do, what the Patriots couldn't do end this season.
And the Raiders season. They'll do that. I think they will do that. All right, let's speed through this. Even though this one is actually very interesting, this should be by far the best game of the 3 on Sunday. This Christmas Day now. Instead of watching, you should be watching like Lakers and Mavericks. I don't know if that's the game I chose to showcase out of all the games.
The first game they have. This is a 1 o'clock game, right?
No, I wasn't going towards like how I'm just saying like the game is period for NBA, but I probably should have mentioned Bucks and Celtics instead.
Yeah, which is the premier game.
That should be the premier
game. It is at 5 o'clock. That's the premier game.
That's the game. But fuck the time. That's just two of the best teams in the whole thing. I'm saying because I would say Warriors, but there's no Curry, so you can't watch Warriors and Grizzlies. So what's the point? You know what I mean? And then I guess Suns and Nuggets at night will be a good game too.
I mean, in this game, you'll be watching Knicks and the Sixers.
Yes, I think that's the first game at 12 o'clock. Yes,
but Knicks. At first, I would have been like, "Why are Knicks on this game?" But the Knicks are.
They won their last 8 out of 9,
and they look very well.
Unfortunately, they lost yesterday. I think so.
Yeah, but they look. They lost to Detroit, right?
I believe it was. I don't remember exactly.
But anyway, it ain't the point. This is not basketball.
Yeah, because if you want to know about your basketball news, you're gonna go on and tune into Bucket 4 on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. EST. That's why I mentioned basketball. Shameless plug. Anyway, Packers and Dolphins. Dolphins are another one that stinks. Yes. Dolphins are at home 3.5-point favorites, and the over and under is 51. This stinks to high hell. You're gonna do it, aren't you?
I'm gonna do it. Packers gonna win.
Holy crap!
Packers will win this game.
And it's not stupid to say.
And mind you, I've said this like 2 weeks ago when we were looking at the schedule. I'm like, yo, they can sneak around and speed them. It's Miami. I don't say they figured it out. I don't want to say they figured them out, but it's like, yo, they define the game against Buffalo. They beat themselves, especially on that last drive, the last defensive drive. They beat themselves. They could have got them out of there.
The penalties are bad.
Penalties
and then
really
they stopped
bad.
running the ball in the second half of the game too. That was real bad. When they ran for like $150 in the first half.
I never understood that. I never understood it either. Like, why stop doing something purposely when you're not stopping it? I never understood that. But anyway, yeah, I think Green Bay's gonna win this game. Honestly, Green Bay still, even though they're not in contention. Let's be honest,
no, they're not. That's a joke.
But they feel like they're still in it, and they ought to keep on going. It's just that Miami. I think Miami has finally caught themselves in a rough patch where it's gonna be very difficult to get out of. Now, do I think they'll make the playoffs? Yes, they'll probably still beat the playoffs, but they're gonna probably limp in there, and I think that they're gonna lose another one, even though it's an NFC thing. A game is an NFC team, still very costly because think about it, we picked the Jets losing, so New England losing, so they'll be fine regardless. Well, you still have to worry about Pittsburgh, which you don't have to worry about them either. You have a tiebreak against them. So, yeah.
So mad games behind anyway.
Yeah. So they can lose this game and they'll be okay. So I mean, it's not gonna look well.
They basically need to win one.
One game. That's it.
And I think they're in no matter what.
And then
not mathematically, but in common sense world,
they're in.
They just need one win.
But
I'm gonna go with them. Even though my stomach tells me you're bugging, you should pick Green Bay. This is a huge stinker. This is like a pros versus Joe's game in the betting world, where I'm pretty sure. I think that spread was higher. I think it was like 4.5 or 5, and that went down because all the bettors are picking Green Bay. I don't know if Green Bay has the exact personnel to replicate what San Fran and what the Chargers did. I mean, the Chargers did it with DBs though, and I think that Green Bay can do that. They definitely can do it the San Fran way using a linebacker because their linebackers suck in Green Bay. So I'm interested to see how this works. My gut tells me Green Bay, but I'm going to go with my brain. I'm going to go with Miami. Green Bay covers the 3.5 though. This is looking like a 24-21 game for Miami. I don't feel good about it, but I'm going to go with it. Godspeed. All right, time to speak about speeding. Let's speed through this. Broncos, Rams. Broncos favored by 3 on the road. Rams is and in Ram is 36.5. I'm going with Broncos, and that's it. I'm not talking about it anymore.
Yeah, Denver too. Yeah, who cares?
I probably should do these games first. Shit. Oh well. Buccaneers, Cardinals. Buccaneers are 7.5 point favorites on the road. Over and under is 40.5. I'm picking Buccaneers, but I am picking the Cardinals to cover that 7.5 point spread. Book it. They're not blowing them out. 17-10 is my score that just covers for Arizona.
Yes, I agree. That's what I was saying here.
Yeah.
And then the Monday night game, let's be honest here.
Chargers favored on the road by 4.5, and the over-under is 45, but the quarterback will not be Matt Ryan. The quarterback is going to be Nick Foles. Are you going to do it too?
I am.
Oh my God.
Yes, I am.
You're really going to do it.
Indianapolis.
Yo,
it's going to derail the LA Chargers season because why the hell not? This is tailor-made.
You know what?
This is tailor-made to happen. You mean to tell me that, listen, the season's already over for the Colts. You're going to ask Nick Foles to come in and possibly derail a team from making the playoffs? What are the Chargers? Yes, I'm going Indianapolis to win this game. Screw this.
Pick Indianapolis.
Yes, I am.
Why not?
Screw it. Why not? It's so tailor-made for them to screw up. And if I feel so bad for Justin Herbert because this is what's going to.
Yeah, I'm going the same thing. I'm doing it. Why not?
Yes,
Colts I am. After the most embarrassing loss, literally in NFL. Well, wait.
It was.
I don't know if it's the most embarrassing loss anymore. Shit. It's a top 3 most embarrassing loss in NFL history because the next day, a certain dumbass team may have had the worst one. So I'm not sure anymore. But the Colts have a top 3 most embarrassing loss in NFL history. And they were up for a reason. Their team does show up in spurts. They just don't finish them. Lucky for them, the Chargers, who are road favorites for some odd reason, don't really show up for most games either. You know, Tennessee, they almost lost the game when Tannehill was literally playing in 1 foot. Literally was playing with 1 foot. He literally got carted off and came back limping and almost beat them with nobody to play with, by the way. Even though Nick Foles is new to the system or whatever, I don't think there is a system because their coach is Jeff Saturday.
Jeff Saturday, yes.
So they're just gonna play football. And sometimes
Look,
you
that's what he did.
can't game plan for that, bro. The only problem is there is no Jonathan Taylor for the rest of the year. But then again, when was Jonathan Taylor all year? So I don't think that matters anymore either. I'm gonna go with Indy, and I'm gonna believe in their defense. I think they're gonna be the ones to really jumpstart this and to contain the Chargers to less than 21 points. Indianapolis wins 22-20. I'll go with that score.
I like that. I like that.
22-20. It's gonna be some weird ish. I ain't still watching that, but y'all see Monday night. If anything, I'll tune in if they're about to lose, and I'll laugh while it happens.
You know I am, because Brett is. It's gonna get fired. It's gonna happen.
After that, the Chargers have the Rams, who are dog crap, and the Broncos, who are already and on both of our heads have them losing the Broncos.
Yeah,
so
we did.
So this is it, man. We're doing it.
Hey, you know what's the worst?
Yeah.
You know what's possibly gonna make it worse?
What?
That might be flex on Sunday Night Football.
Especially if they that's pathetic.
That's pathetic.
This season sucks. I'm excited that the season is almost over, and I'm not at the same time, but mostly I am. This year is so bad.
I feel so bad for NBC. They have gotten shit all year. I had some good games there, but damn, I feel so bad for them.
I always say every year this is the least I ever watch primetime, and I feel like I'm telling the truth this year.
I agree. That being said,
I think I watched like 3 games.
Peace, love, and applesauce. We'll see you guys soon.